All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the second half of our NFL doubleheader here for you today. We head down to Dallas, Texas. It'll be the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Houston Texans. Now, Houston is really the Baltimore Ravens from last season. We got rid of the Ravens, but we kept the roster. We just moved it to Houston. Dallas, they missed the playoffs last season, as did the Texans. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens here today. Rasputin is 1-0 on the season. We'll see who he picks. Giants fan also 1-0 on the season. Gracie is now 3-5. Gracie's taking the Cowboys. We know that already. She's already told me that. Misty is 2-6. She's also taking Dallas. Penn and Getty is 3-5 on the season, and Evil Dead is 5-3 on the season. We'll see who they pick here in just a second. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, we say this all the time. Please follow, like, and subscribe. We really would appreciate it if you would do that on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, why don't you join us live during the week? We're usually on at 8 o'clock Eastern during the week, usually on at 6 o'clock Eastern on Sundays. So please join us live if you can. That'd be nice too. All right. Without further ado, let's head out to Dallas, Texas. Arlington, actually. It'll be the Texans and the Cowboys here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. It's the Texans and the Cowboys. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. Penn and Getty is going to take Houston in the upset. Okay. We'll put Penn and Getty down for the Texans. Let's see who Evil Dead wants to take. There's the kickoff. We're underway. It'll be fielded by Brand, the wide receiver, out over the 20-25. And Brand out to the 25-yard line. That's Robert Brand in his fourth year out of North Texas. Evil Dead's got the Cowboys in this one. Key Harris, the quarterback, in his seventh year out of Grambling State. Key Harris. Remember now, the Texans, their roster is the Ravens roster from last season. They just moved to Houston. So Key Harris is still in charge on offense for this franchise. On 1st and 10, Harris under center. Harris hands off to Jackson, and a big gain for Jackson out to the 35-yard line. That's Denard Jackson, the second year back out of Texas. Rasputin wants the Cowboys in this one. All right, I got you, Rasputin. Just leaves Giants fan. I don't know if he's still here or not. It'll be 2nd and inches for Houston at their own 35-yard line, the opening possession of the game. This is the final early afternoon game of Week 1, by the way. Harris in the shotgun on 2nd down. Hands off to Jackson. Denard Jackson out to the 39-yard line, a gain of 4. And that'll be a Houston first down. Denard Jackson came in and won the starting job over Woody Marks. Jackson, the starting running back now for the Texans. Opening drive of the game. 1st and 10, Houston now from their own 39-yard line. Texans come out, everybody in tight. Harris under center. Pruitt in motion. Harris draws back, looking, throws, and incomplete. Let's take a look at the Houston offense. Up front, Diggs, Douglas, Walker, Carter, and Arianes. And then it's Burns, Marks, Jackson, Ferguson, and Guy. 2nd and 10 for the Texans at their own 39-yard line. .651 left in the first quarter. Harris in the shotgun. Harris drops back, throws, and caught by Barker. Gets out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 11. And that's Jake Barker, the 4th-year tight end out of Texas. And another Houston first down. Houston with a nice drive so far to start the game. The tackle was made by Antonio Spencer, the 10th-year linebacker out of Texas, the former Green Bay Packer. Spencer spent 9 years with Green Bay, now in his first season with Dallas. 1st and 10 for the 50-yard line for Houston. Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff, throws deep down the sideline. He's got a man. Jared Guy, a one-handed catch, 31 yards down to the Dallas 19-yard line. Jared Guy in his 2nd year out of California, Berkeley. Look at this one-handed catch. Tackle was made by Bobby Kirby, the 7th-year defensive back out of Florida. But that's another Houston first down. Last time I listened to Ross. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Four wide. Harris under center. Harris, play action. Looking. Throws deep. Caught by Burns. Touchdown, Houston. A 19-yard touchdown catch by Lawrence Burns, the 10th-year receiver out of Oregon State. And Houston takes the opening kickoff, marches down the field, and gets a touchdown. Great drive by the Texans. And now Everett Moore, the 2nd-year kicker out of Miami, will come on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Houston leads it 7-0. 5:46 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 1, opening day here at Jammin' Sports. Our last early afternoon game of Sim Season 38, Week 1. We'll start the late afternoon games tomorrow night with the Browns and the Broncos in Denver. We'll be on late tomorrow night. It'll be about 10 o'clock Eastern time. But we will get it in. Davis has joined us. Welcome in, Davis. Davis, Misty wants to know if you're on TikTok. There's the kick. 2 yards deep. Morgan brings it out over the 15, 20, 25. Out to the 26-yard line. On the return, that's Jamar Morgan in his 2nd year out of Penn State. Kurt Starr, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Air Force, comes out to lead the offense. She saw somebody on TikTok today from Arizona that was a big Patriots fan, and she wondered if it was you. .542 left in the first quarter. It was. Cowboys come out. They no longer have their running back from last season. Starr under center. Starr draws back, looking, throws, and caught by Clay out to the 38-yard line. Jackson Clay, the 3rd-year receiver out of Michigan State. That'd be a gain of 12 and a first down. Vince Ellington came up, made the tackle. The 9th-year defensive back out of Indiana. They no longer have Sam Baxter. He retired. But Dallas picked up Leon McNeil from Chicago. He was a free agent, and the Cowboys signed McNeil. He has yet to carry the football, but he's number 30. 1st and 10, Dallas in the offset eye. Starr hands off to McNeil. There we go. And McNeil to the 36-yard line. A loss of 2 yards as Nelson came up, made the tackle. That's Cole Nelson, the 10th-year safety out of Miami. Yeah, Baxter retired, and they picked up Leon McNeil from the Bears. 2nd and 12 from the 36. Dante Ciali also retired. He's no longer playing. In the I formation, Starr under center. Starr fakes the handoff, throws deep down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Cole Nelson. Here's the Dallas offense. Up front, Griffin, Wright, Roberts, Porter, and Pearson. And then it's Marshall, Morgan, McNeil, Stevens, and Banks. Third and 12 from the 36-yard line. 4:42 left to play. Here in the first quarter, Houston up 7-0. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Cowboys. 4 wide, Starr in the shotgun. 3 to the near side. Starr looking, throws deep, and caught by Marshall. And Charlie Marshall to the Houston 46-yard line. 18 yards. And a Cowboy first down. Charlie Marshall in his 6th year out of Fresno State. Coming up to make the tackle, number 25, Isaac Young, 8th-year safety out of Virginia. 1st and 10, Dallas from the Texan 46-yard line. Starr under center. Starr to McNeil. And Leon McNeil picks up a yard to the 45-yard line. Let's take a look at the Houston defense. They play a 3-4. Pendleton, Owens, and Riddick up front. Linebackers, Monroe, Westbrook, Brown, and Clements. And the secondary, Ellington, Nelson, Young, and Anderson. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Cowboys at the, I was about to say the Ravens, at the Texan 45-yard line. Same team, different logo. 2nd and 8. Starr under center. Starr to O'Neal, or McNeil, excuse me. McNeil making his way out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 for Leon McNeil in his 9th year out of Missouri. 8 years with Chicago. Now in his first season with the Cowboys. .325 and counting here in the first quarter. The Cowboys have worked it down to the Houston 34-yard line. Starr under center. Starr hands off to Morgan this time, Jamar Morgan. And Morgan will end up losing a yard as he gets tossed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11. At the Houston 35, 3:10 left. Four wide for Dallas. Starr in the shotgun on 2nd and 11. Starr to Morgan. Jamar Morgan down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and inches. Not a bad Cowboy drive so far. Rucker came up. That's Corey Rucker, the 3rd-year safety out of Arkansas. It is strange calling all these Raven names as Texans, but that's what we got. Penn and Getty, watch this team closely. The Texans, that's who you play next week. Third and inches for the 24-yard line. Starr under center. McCree in motion. Starr to Morgan. Picks up the first down. Jamar Morgan down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. First and goal, Cowboys. The second year back out of Penn State. Jamar Morgan. Boy, he faked somebody out. He faked out Cole Nelson out of his shoes right here. It's like, whoop. I do have a London game on the schedule. I just have one. And that doesn't come until week 3, I think. Yeah. The Bengals play the Chargers in London in week 3. So Lambos Jr. gets to go across the pond. First and goal from the 10-yard line. Starr looking. Starr throws incomplete. It'll be second and goal from the 10-yard line. He was looking for Jackson Clay, the third-year receiver out of Michigan State. 1:58 left in the first quarter. Texans up 7-0. Davis likes the Texans. It's one of his favorite teams. In the I formation, Starr under center. Starr throws too far. Incomplete. He was looking for Charlie Marshall. Threw it way too far. It'd be third and goal at the 10-yard line. $1:55 left to play. Here in the first quarter, Houston up 7-0. Starr gets sacked back at the 19-yard line. A loss of 9 on the sack. Number 51, Taylor Clements, the fifth-year linebacker out of Stanford. And that'll bring up fourth down. Be fourth and goal back at the 19-yard line. And the Cowboys are going to have to kick a field goal. Cowboys have a new kicker, Zach Fowler, in his 10th year out of BYU. So Fowler will come on. This will be from 36 yards. Kick is up. And it's good. Cowboys are on the board, but the Texans still lead it 7-3 with 1:23 left to play. Here in the first quarter, live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 1, opening day, here at Jammin' Sports. Anthony Meyer will kick off for Dallas, the second-year punter out of Winston-Salem. We now have 3 players in the league from Winston-Salem, so they're getting well represented. There's Meyer's kick. From the 4-yard line, Brand brings it back out, and Brand still on his feet out to the 29-yard line. That's Robert Brand in his 4th year out of North Texas. The University of North Texas is located in Denton, Texas. It's just north of Dallas, so a homecoming for him. Misty's back. Say hi, Misty. The Buccaneers won, but you took the purple tape. See what happens? You have the same curse as Evil Dead. You pick the Vikings and they lose. She should have took her Bucks. First and 10, Houston from the 29-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. 1:18 left in the first. Harris hands off to Jackson. And Denard Jackson, no gain. Let's take a look at Cowboy defense, I think. Yep. They play a 4-3. Watts, Seymour, Keenan, and Sanders up front. Linebackers, Bullock, Spencer, and Stanley. And the secondary, Cox, Patton, Willis, and Kirby. Kerry Rule, the longtime middle linebacker, he was a free agent, and he went to Philadelphia. The Cowboys don't have Kerry Rule anymore. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide, Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back, throws, and a jump ball, and Jared Guy comes down with it at the 40-yard line, a gain of 11, and that'll be a Houston first down. Nice catch by Guy. Bobby Kirby on the tackle, the former Redskin. Bobby Kirby, in his 7th year out of Florida, spent 5 years with Washington, now in his 2nd year with Dallas. We're down to 30 seconds left in the first quarter. 3 wide for the Texans. Harris under center. Harris draws back, throws, dumps it off to Barker. And Barker out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 4, be 2nd and 6. That's Jake Barker, the tight end. Ben Patton on the tackle. But that's going to do it for the first quarter. The Texans lead the Cowboys 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. We go to the second quarter. Houston leads Dallas 7-3. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Houston at their own 44-yard line. Week 1, opening day. Everybody starts with a clean slate, and we go from there. 4 wide for Houston. Harris in the shotgun on 2nd down. Harris draws back. Harris looking. Throws deep. Caught by Brand. And Robert Brown down to the Cowboy 49 or 39-yard line. That'll be a gain of 17 yards and a Houston first down. Well, the Texans / ex-Ravens are not doing all that badly here. The tackle was made by Adam Cox, the 10th-year defensive back out of Iowa, who they picked up from the Colts during the offseason. 1st and 10 in the I formation. Harris under center. Harris fakes the handoff. Harris rolls out, and Harris gets taken down at the 47-yard line, a loss of 8 yards. Thomas Watts, the 8th-year defensive end out of Tulsa, on the tackle. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 18 back at the 47-yard line. Who do they play next week? I'll tell you. We know the Texans play Cincinnati. They'll be hosting the Bengals next week. Dallas next week will be at Cleveland. 2nd and 18 for the 47-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris looking. Harris gets sacked back at the 49-yard line. A loss of 3 more. And the sack was made by Orlando Sanders, the 10th-year defensive end out of Illinois. The remaining schedule here for Week 1. Tomorrow night we'll be on late. It'll be Cleveland at Denver. And then we'll be off Saturday. I have the strip club on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll have a triple header for you. Chicago at Seattle, Kansas City at the LA Chargers, and the LA Rams at the New York Giants. 3rd and 22. Harris back. Harris throws and caught by Burns out to the 28-yard line. 23 yards to Lawrence Burns, and that'll be a Houston first down. Benjamin Patton on the tackle for the Cowboys. Patton in his 5th year out of Florida. .6:10 and counting here in the first half. Harris under center, 1st and 10. Harris hands off to Jackson, and Denard Jackson gets taken down for no gain. Orlando Sanders on the tackle, be 2nd and 10. Kind of a hard-hitting first half. Houston up 7-3. The Battle of the Lone Star State here in week 1. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Harris looking. Harris throws, caught by Jared Guy to the 23-yard line. A gain of 4 yards will bring up 3rd and 6. Renard Henderson on the tackle. In his 6th year out of South Florida, the linebacker. Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 6 from the Cowboy 23-yard line. 5 wide for Houston. Harris in the shotgun. Harris draws back. Harris throws. Caught by Ferguson. Down to the 8-yard line. On the catch, Jake Ferguson, the 2nd-year tight end out of Texas. That's good for 15 yards. It'll be 1st and goal, Houston at the Dallas 8-yard line. The tackle was made by Willis. Isaiah Willis, the 3rd-year safety out of Washington State. My Dolphins, they struggled, but they beat Buffalo. Buffalo should have won that game, though. That was earlier this week. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Harris in the shotgun. Harris hands off to Denard Jackson around the outside. And Jackson down to the 5-yard line, a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Coming up to make the tackle, Antonio Spencer, the former Packer. The linebacker will be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Houston comes out in the I, 2nd and goal. Harris under center. Harris to Jackson, and Denard Jackson is in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run by Denard Jackson in his 2nd year out of Texas. And Houston goes up by 2 possessions now, 13-3, with 4:04 remaining. Nice camera work, guys. Houston kind of dominating Dallas here. And now Everett Moore for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. Houston's up by 11. 14-3 with 4:04 left in the half. Plenty of time for Dallas, but they got to get something going. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas, week 1. Here at Jammin' Sports, opening day. Everett Moore will kick off for Houston. And now the kickoff. From the 3-yard line, Jerome Banks over the 20, 25, 30. Banks getting outside. Nice return out to the 39-yard line. Jamal Banks in his 4th year out of Nebraska. And now Kurt Starr, the great grandson of Bart Starr, comes back out in his 2nd year out of Air Force. Just go with it. It's my NFL. I can say what I want. First and 10 from the 39. Starr under center. Marshall in motion. Starr, play action, watch out. He's going to get sacked back at the 30-yard line. A loss of 9. Sack was made by Kevin Riddick, the 12th-year defensive end out of Dayton. And that'll bring up 2nd and 19. I recognize all these former Raven players. I want to call them the Ravens so bad. But it's Houston, the Texans. 2nd and 19, back at the 30-yard line. I'm not using it. 2nd and 19 from the 30. Starr looking. Starr throws. Caught by McNeil down the sideline. Leon McNeil still on his feet. All the way out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 18. Got almost all of it back. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 48-yard line. Where is the... Oh. No, I don't have it. 3rd and 1 from the 48-yard line. 3 minutes left. Starr in the shotgun. Starr to McNeil. Gets the first down to the 49-yard line. A gain of 3, and that'll be a first down for the Cowboys. First down, Dallas trying to get back in this game before halftime. 2:38 and counting. They have it at the Texan 49-yard line. In the I formation. Starr to McNeil. McNeil gets nailed for a 2-yard loss by Isaac Young, the 8th-year safety out of Virginia. It'll be 2nd and 12 back at the 49-yard line. Misty listening to Cyndi Lauper back there. I can hear it. Girls just want to have fun. 2nd and 12 from the 49-yard line. Starr under center. Starr pump fakes, hands off to Morgan. And Jamal Morgan out to the 49 as we hit the 2-minute warning. Houston up 14-3 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to AT&T Stadium. 2 minutes left in the first half. The Texans lead the Cowboys 14-3. We're in a poor state, Jimmy. I love Cindy. Okay. Thank you for those pieces of knowledge. 5 wide empty backfield. Starr looking. Throws deep. Caught by Charlie Marshall down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And that'll be a Cowboy first down. Dallas on the move. I forget who had the opening kickoff. I think Houston did. Yeah, they drove down the field. So Dallas trying to get a 2-for-1 here, a twofer. If they can score before halftime and come out in the second half, get another score. 1st and 10 from the Houston 33-yard line. Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking. Throws. Caught by Stevens. And Nick Stevens down the sideline. All the way down to the 12. A gain of 21 yards. The 9th-year tight end out of Tennessee. And that'll be a Cowboy first down. Making the tackle along the sideline was Corey Rucker, the 3rd-year safety out of Arkansas. The Texans are, by the way, are in the AFC Central. And we moved the Colts. Since they're now in Baltimore, we put them in the AFC East. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Starr under center. Starr looking. Starr throws and caught by Jackson Clay down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 4 yards, be 2nd and 6. Clock is moving. Isaac Young came up, made the tackle. 1:10 left. here in the first quarter. Houston up 14-3. Dallas trying to make it a one-possession game going into halftime. Starr in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. Starr looks, throws, caught by McCree down to the 4-yard line. That's Lake McCree, the rookie tight end out of USC. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 4-yard line for Dallas. That'll stop the clock. He went out of bounds with 52 seconds left. Dallas still has all 3 of their timeouts. I don't know if anybody... See, this is Thursday. Tuesday night, I did a college game, UCLA and Kentucky. I don't know if you saw that or stayed up and watched it. That was a barn burner. That was one of the best college games I've ever done. It went into overtime, and I won't tell you who won, so you can go check it out, but it's worth a look. 3rd and 2 from the 4-yard line. Starr looking. Starr steps up, throws, back to the end zone. Ross, touchdown, Cowboys. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Johnny Ross, the rookie out of Stanford. And the Cowboys make it a one-possession game, 14-9. Rasputin likes that. He took the Cowboys. Peneghetti was the only one who took the Texans. Zach Fowler for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. So Houston now leads by 4 with 48 seconds left here in the first half. AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 1 here at Jammin' Sports. And now Anthony Meyer will kick off for Dallas. There's the kick. From the goal line, Clark brings it back out over the 15-20. 25, that's Deion Clark. The 6th-year back out of Eastern Carolina out to the 27-yard line. And now the Texans, they have some time. Let's see what they can do. .42 seconds left in the half. First and 10 from the 27. Key Harris, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Harris looking. Harris rolls out, and he's going to tuck and run, and Harris makes his way down to the 31-yard line. The Texans take a timeout. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. .35 seconds left until halftime. Houston has it at their own 31-yard line. Texans come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Harris in the shotgun. Harris looking. Harris throws. Caught by Lawrence Burns to the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 3. The linebacker Stanley came up. Ty Stanley in his 2nd year out of Michigan. We're down to 51 seconds, down to 21 seconds, I'm sorry. Now we're going to watch the replay. Coming up on halftime, Houston leads it 14-10. Houston's going to be content to go to the locker room. They're not even trying. And that will take us to halftime. Halftime score, Houston 14, Dallas 10. here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. We go to the third quarter. The Battle of the Lone Star State here in Week 1 of Sim Season 38. The final early afternoon game of Week 1. The Texans lead the Cowboys 14-10, but Dallas will get the second half kickoff with a chance to take the lead for the first time. Dave Justice will kick off. 3 yards deep. Jamal Banks brings it out over the 15, 20, 25, and Banks out to the 26-yard line. Let's see what the Cowboys can do on this drive. Kurt Starr will come out to lead the Cowboy offense. Dallas got their offense in gear at the tail end of the first half. Managed to get a touchdown right before halftime. 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. In the I formation, Starr under center. And somebody jumped. Who they call that on?
Encroachment defense.
On the Texans. On Taylor Clements, the linebacker.
Still first down.
In his 5th year out of Stanford. It'll be 1st and 5 for Dallas now at their own 31-yard line. We're in the third quarter in Arlington. Located about halfway between Dallas and Fort Worth. It's really just one big city if you think about it. Dallas-Fort Worth, it really is. A metroplex. 1st and 5. Starr to McNeil, and Leon McNeil pushing forward to the 38-yard line, a gain of 7. And that'll be a Cowboy first down. Leon McNeil, the former Chicago Bear. He was a free agent. The Bears let him go. Dallas lost Baxter, so they picked up McNeil. In the I formation, Starr under center. Starr hands off to McNeil again. It gets stacked up at the 40-yard line. Manages to gain 2 yards. Tackle made by number 94 for Houston. I'm looking for a 94. I don't see a 94. Well, we'll figure it out later. On 2nd and 8 from the 40-yard line, Starr looking, throws, caught by Stevens, and Nick Stevens out to the 45-yard line, a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the big tight end. If you see a 94 on the Ravens, let me know. I'm looking. Somebody is misnumbered. 3rd and 3 from the 45-yard line. Their own 45. Starr in the shotgun. 3rd and 3. Starr throws. Caught by Stevens. Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 and a Cowboy first down. Dallas has a nice drive going. Davis, I think you know the obvious answer to that. No. But the way I use Madden games, that's never going to really be a problem for me. 1st and 10 from the 49 of the Ravens. I did it. There it is, of the Texans. In the I formation, Starr to McNeil. And McNeil to the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, make it 2, be 2nd and 8. The linebacker, Thomas Monroe, in his 3rd year out of Cal Berkeley on the tackle. Nice drive by Dallas here to start the second half. The Texans have yet to touch the football. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Starr in the shotgun, 2nd and 8. Starr looking, throws, caught by Stevens. And Stevens down to the 30-yard line, a gain of 16. And that'll be a Dallas first down. Nick Stevens in his 9th year out of Tennessee, the big tight end. All 9 seasons with the Cowboys. Isaac Young wrote him down. The safety. 5:20 and counting. We're in the 3rd quarter. Houston up 14-10. Cowboys come out in the eye. Starr. Draw play. No, he fakes it. Rolls out. Throws deep. And caught by Banks. No. He cannot hold on. He was well covered by Vince Ellington, the 9th-year defensive back out of Indiana. Hey, I like College Football 27. Sometimes I think Ryan Moody kind of overthinks things. Now, he makes good points sometimes. But College Football 27 is vastly different than Madden. In my opinion, lately, it's the better game. 5 wide. Starr in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Starr looking. Starr throws. Caught down the middle. Williams, touchdown. Cowboys. Robert Williams, the rookie, tight end out of Citadel, with a touchdown pass. A 30-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys take the lead for the first time, 16-14. Rasputin likes that. He was wide open down the middle for the touchdown. And now the extra point by Zach Fowler. Kick is up. And it's good. Cowboys lead at 17-14 with 4:59 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Live from AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 1 of our new NFL Sim season. Opening day here at Jammin' Sports. That was a nice drive by the Cowboys to start the 3rd quarter. Now Anthony Meyer will kick off. There's the kick. From the 3-yard line, Robert Brand over the 20-25, and Brand brings it out to the 33-yard line. So Key Harris, those aren't bad stats. 10 of 11 for 137. But Houston finds themselves down now by 3, 17-14. Let's see if the Texans can get back in this game. Harris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Harris looks, throws, and it's intercepted. Bobby Kirby for the Cowboys picks it off and brings it back to the, I almost said Baltimore, to the Houston 43-yard line. I had to catch myself. And the Texans turn it over on the first play of their next possession, as Harris throws a pick, and the Cowboys get it right back. And now Dallas with an opportunity to go up by 2 scores. Houston came out strong, but now they're fading. And Dallas, momentum. You know what I say about momentum being fickle. 1st and 10. Cowboys at the Houston 43-yard line. Yes, I remember that. That locked up a lot of consoles. In the I formation, Starr to McNeil, and Leon McNeil to the 44. He actually lost a yard. Coming up to make the tackle is Isaac Young, the safety. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Cowboys at the Houston 44-yard line. .425 and counting. 5 wide for Dallas. Starr in the shotgun. 2nd and 11. Starr draws back, throws, caught by Jackson Clay at the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7. It'll make it 3rd and 4. Vince Ellington came up, made the tackle for the Texans. We're coming up on 4 minutes left to play now in the third quarter. Cowboys up 17-14. Big third down here. 5 wide. Starr in the shotgun. 3rd and 4. Starr looking. Starr throws. Caught by Clay. And he dropped it. Incomplete. That was broken up by Cole Nelson, the safety. It'll be 4th down. This will be a 55-yard field goal attempt by Zach Fowler if they want to try it. It would put Dallas up by 6. They're going to try it. Fowler from 55. Snap, kick is up. And that's way off target. That was about 20 yards to the left. That one never had a chance. It remains a 3-point lead for the Cowboys, 17-14. And now the Texans are going to get some great field position. That was way off target. The kicking woes here in week 1 continue. We've seen some bad kicking. Did Ross kick that? Could have been. But the Texans are going to get some great field position out of this. 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Kurt Starr, the quarterback, under center. 1st and 10. Starr, or Harris, excuse me. That's Key Harris, the quarterback. Completes a pass to the 48 of Dallas, a gain of 7 to Jared Guy. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Texans now at the Dallas 48-yard line. Can Houston retake the lead or tie it up? In the I formation, Harris under center. Harris to Jackson. Denard Jackson, no gain. The Cowboys are right there. Tackle made by DeMarco Seymour, the second-year defensive tackle out of North Carolina. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 48. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. In the I formation, Harris under center. Harris to Jackson, and Denard Jackson to the 45. A gain of almost 2, about 1.5 yards. It'll be 4th and inches as Bullock came up and made the tackle. John Bullock, the third-year linebacker out of Baylor, on the tackle for Dallas. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Texans, actually 4th and short. 4th and inches at the Dallas 45. Let's see if they go for it. Nope, they're going to punt. Dave Justice, in his 12th year out of Air Force, out to punt, gets the punt away. And that's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It remains a 17-14 lead for Dallas with 2:22 left to play here in the third quarter. AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Week 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Cowboys come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Starr under center.
Here we go.
Starr to McNeil. And Leon McNeil, a nice gain, gets about 9 out to the 24-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 1. Coming up to make the tackle, looks like it was Cole Nelson, the safety, in his 10th year out of Miami. It'll be 2nd and 1 for Dallas at their own 24-yard line. Tomorrow night, it'll be between 10 and 10:30 Eastern tomorrow night. We'll be on late. It'll be the Browns and the Broncos from Denver. Starr to McNeil, gets the first down. Out to the 28-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. 1st and 10, Dallas. We will get that game in tomorrow, one way or the other. It's just going to be late. Back in the olden days, when Jammin' Sports started, oftentimes we would have what we call a midnight game. It started around 11 Eastern and would go past midnight. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Starr looking, throws, caught by Banks. Jamal Banks down to the 38-yard line. Another 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and inches. 1:12 and counting. Back in those days, when I got done with a basketball game at the radio station, I'd come back and do a football game late. But lately, these games just last so long on the radio. And I had to cover a lot of them. Starr on 2nd down to McNeil. Gets the first down and more. Leon McNeil down the sideline. He could go all the way. Touchdown. 62 yards, Leon McNeil, the former Chicago Bear. In his 9th year out of Missouri, goes 62 yards. And the Cowboys are now up by 2 possessions. They're up by 9. 23-14 with the extra point to come by Zach Fowler. Great run by McNeil. The kick is up. Oh, it hit the upright. The kicking woes continue. There must be something in the water or the Gatorade or whatever they're drinking. So it remains a 9-point lead for Dallas. Let's see if that comes back to haunt them as the Cowboys lead it 23-14. Zach Fowler missed the extra point. It bounced off the upright. 48 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Cowboys still lead by 2 possessions, up by 9. Still time for the Texans, though. Meyer will kick off. From the 4-yard line, Robert Brand over the 20, 25, and Brand to the 28-yard line. Key Harris brings the Texans back out. His stats on the day. The Cowboys have left the door kind of cracked open there with that missed extra point. There's still time for Houston to get back in this. Houston was up 14-3. 20 unanswered points for Dallas. Harris under center on 1st down. Harris looking. Harris throws. He's got a man down the sideline, and it's almost picked off. Breaking up the pass, Adam Cox, the former Indianapolis Colt. They were looking for Lawrence Burns. The Colts are now in Baltimore. We put them back in Baltimore, where they should be. .38 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10. Harris under center.
Let's go. 319.
Ferguson in motion. Harris hands off to Denard Jackson, and Jackson's going to be hit for no gain. Renard Henderson, the linebacker, on the tackle. We're down to 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Houston now from their own 28-yard line. 5 wide, empty backfield. Harris in the shotgun.
All right, here we go.
Harris looks. Harris throws and caught by Jared Guy. No, he does not catch it. It's ripped away by Michael Perkins, the 10th year safety out of Minnesota, who they picked up from the 49ers during the offseason. Michael Perkins. It'll be 4th and 10, 5 seconds left. And the Texans will punt. Dave Justice gets the punt away. Fielded by Banks. A flag is down as Banks brings it out to about the 34-yard line. Let's check out the penalty. That's the end of the third quarter. Block on the back. That'll back up Dallas. At the end of 3, Cowboys lead it 23-14 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. We go to the third quarter. We go to the fourth quarter, Cowboys up 23-14. And Dallas has the ball at their own 25-yard line. The Texans need a stop in the worst way. Cowboys come out in the I formation. Kurt Starr under center.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Starr to McNeil. And Leon McNeil loses a yard to be 2nd and 11. Back at the 24-yard line. Isaac Young came up, made the tackle, the safety. Texans defense playing tough, but they need to get a stop. It'll be 2nd and 11. Cowboys come out. Starr in the shotgun.
Green, 39.
Starr hands off to McNeil. And Leon McNeil to the 26-yard line. A 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Leon McNeil closing in on 100 yards. Only needs 2 more in his Cowboy debut. 3rd and 9 for Dallas at their own 26. 7-12 and counting. Dallas up by 9. 5 wide, empty backfield. Starr in the shotgun.
Now let's go.
Starr draws back. Looking. Throws it deep. Caught on the sideline, but he's out of bounds. Jamal Banks caught the pass, but he was out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. Dallas will punt. The Texans are still in this. Anthony Meyer will come on to punt for Dallas. As Meyer gets the punt away. From the 17, Robert Brand out to the 21. And that's where Houston will take over. 6:52 left to play in regulation. Key Harris comes back out. 7th-year quarterback out of Grambling State. That's like Evil Dead's favorite quarterback there, Key Harris. I think Key is short for Keyshawn. Harris in the shotgun. Harris fakes the handoff. Throws deep. Caught by Brand, and Brand's off to the races. 1 man to beat. Robert Brand down to the 30-yard line. 49 yards to Robert Brand. All the way down to the Dallas 30-yard line. Michael Perkins came over, the safety, and made the tackle. First down, Houston into Cowboy territory. Perkins had the angle. Clock continues to move. 6:27 and counting. 4 wide for the Texans. Harris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Harris rolls out. Harris is going to take off. And Harris inside the 20. Harris all the way down to the 6-yard line. A 24-yard scramble by Key Harris. It'll be 1st and goal Houston at the Dallas 6. And that's right at the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. It's a nice run by Harris. He still has hops. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Harris under center. Harris hands off to Denard Jackson. He gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 9. DeMarco Seymour, the defensive tackle, on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 9-yard line. 5:38 and counting. Time becoming a factor now for Houston. Second and goal from the 9. 4 wide for the Texans. Harris under center. Harris, draw play to Jackson, and Denard Jackson only picks up a yard to the 8-yard line. Renard Henderson on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and goal for Houston. They're down by 9, so if it gets to 4th down, they'll probably kick a field goal. The field goal would make it a 1-possession game. 5 wide, empty backfield. Harris in the shotgun, 3rd and goal. Harris looks, steps, and throws. Caught by number 24. Who is that? Deion Clark. An 8-yard touchdown catch by the 6th-year back out of East Carolina. And Houston makes it a 3-point game. 23-20. Dallas leads now with 4:50 left. The Texans will just kick the extra point. They'll make it a 2-point game. That missed extra point looming large now for Dallas. Everett Moore will come on for the extra point. Kick is up and good. Cowboys lead now 23-21 with 4:50 left. It just might, if the Houston defense can get a stop here. They got one on the last drive. Everett Moore will kick off for Houston now. Still some time. But the Texans, they really need to force the 3 and out if they can. Moore will kick off. From the 5-yard line, Morgan over the 20, 25, and Jamal Morgan out to the 32-yard line. What the Cowboys need to do now is eat up some time, get another score. Houston's going to try to get the ball back as soon as possible. Cowboys will start from their own 32-yard line, leading 23-21. Dallas plays at Cleveland next week. And the Texans will host Cincinnati next week. Starr under center on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Starr hands off to McNeil. And Leon McNeil out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tackle made by number 94. Again, I don't know who 94 is. I don't have a 94 in my roster. And I don't see him on the defensive line at the moment. 2nd and 4 from the 38. Starr to McNeil. And Leon McNeil to the 42. A gain of 4 yards. I think he picked up the first down. No. It'll be 3rd and inches. As Brown, it's Brown, number 94. All right, he's misnumbered. We'll see who it is. It's Isaiah Brown, the rookie out of Indiana, the linebacker. 3rd and inches from the 42-yard line in the I formation. Starr under center. Starr to McNeil, picks up the first down. A gain of 3 to the 45-yard line. Tackle was made. Trying to pick up who it was. Number 22, Cole Nelson, on the tackle. First down for the Cowboys. They can eat up more time now. 3.5 minutes left. 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. They lead by 2. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Starr under center. Starr pitches to McNeil. And McNeil to the 46, a gain of just a yard. Aaron Westbrook on the tackle. The 6th-year linebacker out of Florida. Be 2nd and 9 from the 46-yard line. We're down to 2:45 and counting. 2-minute warning soon. Cowboys come out 3 wide, 4 wide. Starr in the gun. Starr looking. Throws and caught by Jackson Clay. And Clay holds on at the 41-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 13 yards and a Cowboy first down into Texan territory. Westbrook was trying to rip it out of there. Finally putting him down is Corey Rucker, the safety. And Dallas may let this run to the 2-minute warning. And they do. Cowboys lead it 23-21 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. The final 2 minutes of this one. Cowboys lead by 2. They have the football. The Texans are going to have to start using their timeouts. Dallas has it at the Houston 41-yard line. Houston desperately needs a turnover right about now. Cowboys come out in the I formation. Starr under center. Starr to McNeil, and Leon McNeil to the 40-yard line, a gain of a yard. The Texans take a timeout. Waldo, how about them Texans? It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 40-yard line. Well, they're hanging with Dallas, but their defense can't seem to get a stop here. 2nd and 9 from the Houston 40, 1:56 left. Houston still has 2 timeouts. Cowboys come out. Single back. Starr under center. 2nd and 9. Starr to McNeil around the outside. And Leon McNeil gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. And the Texans take a timeout. They have 1 left. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 40-yard line. Tomorrow night between 10 and 10:30, I'm going to leave it a little bit ambiguous there. We'll have the Browns and the Broncos. It'll be between 10 and 10:30 Eastern. It'll be late tomorrow night, but we will get that game in. 3rd and 9 from the 40-yard line. We'll be out in Denver for that one. Starr under center. Starr hands off to McNeil. And Leon McNeil to the 37-yard line. The Texans take their final timeout. It'll be 4th and 6. Cowboys will try a 54-yard field goal. Zach Fowler. Now he missed one way wide left last time. This will be from 54 yards. They're going to try it. Fowler from 54 to make it a 5-point game. Snap, kick is up, and that one is short. It hit the truncheon. And now the Texans are going to get great field position at their own 44-yard line. Now they don't have any timeouts. However, Houston only needs a field goal to win this. Oh boy, that missed extra point. That is looming large, like an eclipse in the sky. Key Harris comes back out. All he has to do is maneuver the Texans into field goal range. They only need about 25 to 30 yards. Evil Dead. First and 10 for the 44-yard. Tell me what you really think, Evil Dead. Texans come out. They can salvage this game. Harris under center. Harris looking. Harris throws it deep. Going for it all. Jump ball. Burns can't come down with it. Incomplete. That was broken up to the last second by Ricardo Hallman, the rookie out of Wisconsin. Hallman knocks it away. For a moment there, I thought he caught it. And Ben Patton was there too. That stops the clock. 1:35 left. 2nd and 10. As the Texans have it at their own 44. Still about 25 to 30 yards away from a decent field goal attempt. Harris under center. Harris looking. Harris in trouble now. Throws and had to get rid of it. Cowboys brought the pressure. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 44-yard line. $1:31 left. On 3rd and 10. 4 wide. Harris in the shotgun. Just pick up the first down. Harris looking. Harris throws and caught by Ferguson down the sideline. Jake Ferguson down to the 31-yard line. 25 yards, and now Houston's in field goal range. 1:15 left. Harris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Harris looking. Harris throws. And Jackson holds on. Denard Jackson down to the 12. A gain of 19. Houston in the hurry up. Down to a minute. Harris in the gun, 1st and 10. Harris rolls out. Harris throws. Caught by Brand. Touchdown. Houston. A 12-yard touchdown catch in the back of the end zone by Robert Brand. And the Texans go up 27 to 23. Up by 4. They'll just kick the extra point. They'll make it a 5-point lead. There's no need to go for 2. Dallas needs a touchdown either way. But they left 53 seconds on the clock. Everett Moore for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. And the Texans lead it by 5, 28-23. Great drive by Houston. With 53 seconds left. I gave E my soul. I gave EA my soul. That's hilarious. Waldo, be a comedian tonight. You're supposed to be hiding, Waldo. Go hide somewhere. Waldo cracking jokes. Texans up by 5. 53 seconds left. Cowboys need a touchdown now. It's good, Rasputin. It is. I wouldn't lie to you. If it was crap, you'd know. Moore will kick off. I'd be the first to tell you. From the 2-yard line, Jamal Banks over the 20, 25, and Banks out to the 30-yard line. Yeah, the college is better. It was last year. 26 was a big step backwards. I didn't like Madden 26 at all. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Let's see what Dallas can do with 49 seconds and 3 timeouts. That's huge that they have 3 timeouts. 4 wide, Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking. Starr steps up. Starr being chased. Starr takes off, gets the first down and more. Kurt Starr all the way out to the 41-yard line. 39 yards. Down to the Texan 41-yard line. 30 seconds, 5 wide, Starr in the gun. Starr draws back, throws, caught by Stevens. Nope, he can't hold on. Aaron Westbrook broke up the pass, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Texan 41. 25 seconds left. They're booing in Dallas. And you still have a shot. Cowboys need a touchdown. They're in Texan territory. They still have all 3 of their timeouts. 4 wide, Starr in the shotgun. Starr looking, throws, caught by Nick Stevens, and he fumbles, and the Texans fall on it. Are you kidding me? Nick Stevens caught it and coughed it up, and Houston pounces. And the Texans are going to steal one from the Cowboys. Corey Rucker recovers the loose football. Wow. And now Key Harris comes out. Dallas has all 3 of their timeouts. They can force a 3 and out, get the ball back with like maybe 2 seconds left. If I'm Houston, I'm not gonna down it. I'm gonna run some plays here, eat up the clock, and that's what they're gonna do. In the I formation, Harris under center. Harris throws. Oh, that's risky. They get to Barker, and a flag is down. That may be on Dallas. That may be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Yeah, but that's going to be a timeout. Or that's going to be a first down for Houston. Now it's a penalty. It stops the clock automatically. Dallas still has 3 timeouts, but only 13 seconds left. And it's a first down for Houston. The Texans are going to upset Dallas here in Dallas. They're going to be 1-0. And the Cowboys are going to be 0-1. It's a game the Cowboys should have won. On 1st and 10, 4 wide. Harris to Jackson, and Denard Jackson to the 46. Dallas takes a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 4. 9 seconds left. Well, the Ravens moved to Texas and become the Houston Texans. And they're going to win their first game as the Texans. Unless a miracle at the Meadowlands happens here. We don't see many of those. Cowboys still with 2 timeouts. Ravens are smart, running a play, eating up time. Harris under center. Harris to Jackson. And Denard Jackson gets the first down to the 41-yard line. Dallas takes their final timeout. Now the Texans can just take a kneel down. Congrats to Houston on a win here today. Yeah, the Oilers win. That's something that really pisses me off about the Titans. They could have left the Oilers name behind, but they just screwed over Houston big time. The Cats in front of the JS there. This should be the last play of the game. Dallas still has a timeout. Harris will take a knee. Dallas will take that final timeout. Gives me time to update the standings. One more snap. I've updated the standings. That saves me some time. And I logged the final score down. All right, Dallas now out of timeouts. 3 seconds left. Houston will just take a knee. And then we'll see you tomorrow night late at about between 10 and 10:30. Just tune in at that time. In the victory formation, Harris takes a knee. Ball game. Your final score, Houston 28, Dallas 23. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.